Myanmar has been mired in chaos and violence since the military rejected the November 2020 election results and overthrew the civilian government on February 1st of last year. Rights groups say some 1,500 civilians, including dozens of children, have been killed and thousands more arrested in the military crackdown on protesters. It has not, however, lessened the people's resolve to demand a return to democracy.
I'm in awe of the people of Myanmar, and I'm certain that, or certain as I can be, that this has surprised Min Aung Hlaing and the military junta, who I think thought that they could get away with this, and they're finding that they just were not bargaining for the kind of the level of commitment of the people of Myanmar to saving their country.
The military has arrested, tried, and sentenced de facto leader Aung San Suu Kyi, President U Win Mint, and other high-ranking officials from the National League for Democracy Party. Military Chief General Min Aung Hlaing went to Indonesia in April for a summit of regional bloc ASEAN, where he agreed to implement a 5-point plan that included ending the violence and starting a national dialogue. It's a pledge he has not kept. At the UN Security Council, there has been a lack of action. Veto holders China and Russia do not want to see sanctions or an arms embargo on Myanmar's military, and a fear by other members of worsening existing council divisions has blocked meaningful action.
Frankly, what the Myanmar military has gotten from the Security Council is a green light. They know that they will get away with murder because countries aren't even going to try. They've given up.
With no council action, on June 18th, the UN General Assembly adopted a resolution essentially urging an arms embargo, but their resolutions are not legally binding.
Well, I think that international institutions, including the UN and ASEAN, are stuck, and there is no obvious pathway for the Security Council or any other international body to put enough pressure on the military to reverse the coup.
Without an international arms embargo or targeted economic sanctions to pressure the generals, Myanmar's people have begun to fight back.
People are resisting to eliminate the military dictatorship by every possible means. Armed struggle is just one of the many ways to resist.
Violence has grown elsewhere across Myanmar between the military and ethnic armed groups, displacing hundreds of thousands of people.
The junta has declared war on the people of Myanmar, and they're identifying those who live in Myanmar in these villages as the enemy, and so therefore they feel that they have license to attack them, to kill them, to torture them. So the extent of the human rights violations, the degree of the human rights violations, is just horrific, and I'm afraid it's not getting better. It's getting worse.
Analysts say the prospect for quick resolution of the crisis is unlikely.
I think that for the time being, we sadly feel that we're going to see violence rumble on, and that even if it's contained, the chances of a political settlement are low.
Margaret Besheer, VOA News.